Salutations everyone, this is Razor coming back at you guys again here finally. And of course we're going to start off talking about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which has, started to really flesh out, but the meta is still continuously shaping. Obviously, we had a patch a couple of weeks ago, but this is kind of my first foray into Ultimate in this past month or so, and I have my own thoughts about it. Obviously, everyone else had their own first impression videos and streams and things like that back when the game first came out, but I was not here for that, so I'm here to give it to you now. Obviously, pretty much everything that we saw and were told about the game really didn't change. There were some things that we were told were going to change that didn't, like being able to go through shields with dash attacks and Fox side special and things like that. The mechanics are exactly pretty much what we expected. The changes going from Smash 4 to Ultimate, it's either like kind of a big change or really no change at all, depending on your play style, what characters you play, what changes that they made, and what their strengths were. For instance, Jigglypuff was the worst character in Smash 4, and she really didn't change much in Ultimate. People say she's not the worst character in the game. People often attribute that to Kirby, so they have to do it to the other Puffball that I freaking play, go figure. And I know you might not want to have someone base their opinion off of what happened to their characters, but I'm gonna do it anyway, because that's what I feel like doing. And Jigglypuff really didn't change in the style. Rest still, it has even less combo potential in Ultimate. Obviously, edge guarding is a more prevalent and important part of this game. And with the changes to the lag increase of spamming air dodges and spot dodges and things like that was implemented, so it seemed like this was going to be a less spot dodgy meta. But the opposite kind of happens. Spot dodging is still, really good. I mean, obviously you can't spam it 15 times in a row, but with the changes to a lot of the way that moves work in this game, for instance, they focused on making rapid jabs more prevalent in this game. More characters got rapid jabs that connect into each other, and some of them have finishers that didn't before, and pretty much are guaranteed to rapid jab, or single or double jabs, outside of Jigglypuff, who still can't double jab. So things like that. Jabs were really changed a lot. Shielding is not as strong, and the online changed as well, where bullshit like this can happen. So yeah, you might remember when the game was coming out, I did a podcast with my friend Garcon. We were talking about that Nintendo Direct that talked about the online and how much of a disappointment that was. And no, this is not your playback on YouTube being bad. I decided to get this footage raw and not record the replay of it, so you can experience what it's like to play online if you haven't done so, or if you have not in a while in Smash Ultimate. You do not get control even if you're in a 1v1. It could be stock, it could be stamina, it could be one stock, it could be 2 minutes, it could be 3 for all, it could be 4 for all, it could be whatever. It's random. You are at the mercy of Pug RNG more so than any other video game in the history of time. This is the worst online that has ever been made for any game ever, and we saw it coming. People didn't believe us when we said that this was going to be terrible. And why did we think that way? Was it a hunch? No, it's because we believed Nintendo when they said that they were going to do online this way. And some people didn't seem to believe it, but when a Nintendo Direct comes out and they said, 2 + 2 is 4, and the game comes out, and if you do that equation and 4 comes out, you should not be surprised. And that's exactly what happened with Ultimate. They said online was going to be shitty. Not in those exact words, but with the way that you cannot control your lobbies, even less so than Smash 4, which is really saying something, because you cannot control what the rules were in Smash 4. You couldn't control if it was your lobby. You couldn't control stages or customs, well, you could control customs. Actually, that was one thing that you could change most of the time. unless the other person wanted to have customs. But you know, in Smash Ultimate Online, you can't even get a 1v1 on Final Destination with no items like you could in For Glory on Smash 4. Here, there's gonna be items, there's gonna be stamina, there's gonna be coins, there's gonna be free-for-alls, for-for-alls on hazards on fucking, you know, Great Cave Offensive. That is what the Smash Ultimate Online is. But I'm sure some people have talked about this ad nauseum. I believe Zero made a video about why online's bad. Didn't watch it, but it's not really hard to figure out. I don't think you need to make a video about that. You know, there is Elite Smash, sure, and that does cut down on the type of rule sets that you might expect. But some of us will never be good enough to get Elite Smash, myself being one of them. I am under no illusions that I think that I will ever make Elite Smash. I know I won't. I'm not good enough. I wasn't a good Smash 4 player. I'm not going to be a good Ultimate player. If you were good in Smash 4, you'll be good in Ultimate. You know, that's just the way things are. If you were good in Brawl, you're gonna be good in Smash 4. If you're gonna, you know, that's how it is. So I know I'm never gonna get an Elite Smash with any of my characters. I know some of you in the comments might say, "Oh, just play Ganondorf, it's easy." I still won't be able to do it. Honestly, I'm really not good enough at any character, let alone multiple of them. So if you're looking for, you know, road to Elite Smash or getting Elite Smash with every character, you know, there's some good players that I'm sure you guys are used to watching that can do those kinds of things. But obviously, we will be making my own content as well as, yes, tournament analysis videos, and of course the Clone Wars series, which, you know, I was definitely waiting for this next patch to come out so we can find out all the new things. So those will be coming out, you know, as long as the frame data for those characters are out. There's still plenty of characters who haven't been data mined yet properly. And there's still some things about some Echo Fighters and some clones that even the pros are not, they don't really know. It's not, that stuff isn't as common knowledge as it was in Smash 4, and I will definitely be doing my due diligence to give you those videos as accurately as possible, so they will not be coming out super quick, but there's plenty to do, as well as some other things to go over. So, the characters that I find to be problematic online are, you know, definitely the ones that you've seen everyone else complain about and that you might have seen. There are definitely some characters that were buffed in certain ways that should not have, some characters that were not nerfed or were not buffed. For instance, Jigglypuff, people say that she's better, and sure, she still has lost more than she gained. There are just other characters that are worse in the engine that Ultimate is running on, in the type of metagame that Smash Ultimate is, where, you know, in Smash 4, shields and throws and combo throws and kill throws were really strong, and, you know, guarantees out of that. That's why, you know, Diddy Kong was so damn good, and, you know, obviously Bayonetta was insane because she couldn't be edge guarded and she had all these 0 to deaths and Witch Time. And she's been, you know, dumbed down a little bit. She's still quite strong if you like the character. The combos are still there, but you don't have the guarantees. Witch Time no longer lasts an hour, but her smash attacks are faster. Pretty much everyone's smash attacks are faster and stronger. So, you know, that was the thing in Smash 4. You know, it was all about having strong aerials that kill, combo out of throws, and, you know, having a decent recovery. In Ultimate, recovery is pretty much been nerfed across the board with a lot of characters. Some of them have been buffed, some of them aren't as strong. For instance, anyone that really relied on air dodges, such as Jigglypuff or Mewtwo, their recoveries aren't as strong, and teleports have been kind of nerfed, which I felt was a little unnecessary, especially in the fact that Sheik's Vanish is no longer intangible for as long as it was in Smash 4. But Ultimate's meta is once again having a good recovery, so that's really the only thing that hasn't changed. But you no longer need to have like really good combos out of throws because throws are so terrible in Ultimate. You know, there are still some kill throws, and those will always be useful. In fact, they kind of seem more of a boon in Ultimate, even though throws are less important. But this meta is more about projectiles, and we thought it was going to be mostly about edge guarding, especially with the changes to air dodges. But like I said, it's still kind of an air dodge meta, especially online. I don't know, so much about the pros. I've only seen a couple of tournaments thus far, but online air dodging is god. It is the meta is air dodging. It's just, they buffed it so much in this game with the directional air dodge. You can get out of combos at 200%. You can get out of combos at 0%. It's just they made air dodging so insane in this game to where it definitely hurt a lot of characters that relied on having a couple of bread and butter combos, or having maybe 1 or 2 kill confirms, even if the character wasn't that good themselves, such as Kirby, which is still a character that I do enjoy and has some combos, but he doesn't have the confirms that he used to. I think his up throw is weaker. Obviously, people do survive longer in Ultimate, and they also die quicker, we're on a 3-stock meta. So, that is different, but I feel like that really hasn't changed in the way that you approach the game. It might change in like the meta for like, I don't know, like Lucario matchups maybe. But Kirby no longer has the confirms or combo potential that he once had. He still has some, but a lot of people consider him to be the worst in the game. There are some characters that are definitely a problem. Ganondorf, the fact that he can like down smash to down smash with 0 frames of lag is kind of dumb. His smash attacks are very strong, and most people are very positive on Ganondorf because they liked him in Smash 4, and people prefer cheese over skill. So of course Ganondorf is going to bring the boys to the yard. As I mentioned in my video of what characters were going to be the most popular, I was almost dead on with most of those predictions. Little Mac not as popular as he was in Smash 4, and is one of the worst, if not the worst, character in Ultimate, according to some pros tier lists out there. But Wario is stupid strong. Palutena is absolutely broken. That Nair, it kills early, it combos into itself, it's multi-hits, it has a huge hitbox, it has priority. Palutena's stupid strong. Her side special, her neutral special is now really good, and it was really bad. Her smash attacks are way better. She used to only have an up smash. Now her forward smash kills stupid early, and all of her smash attacks are very fast. It was a bit of a surprise to some people that Fox ended up being good, because some people had him as the worst when the demo first came out, and we were promised some changes that did not happen. Like I predicted in the podcast, Peach and Daisy seem to be the best characters in the game. And I think that will only become more and more prevalent as time goes on and people lab them and stop dropping the ideas that like Lucina is like the best in the game. She's absolutely not. If you've played Lucina or if you paid attention to pro play, absolutely Leo carries that character as he did characters in Smash 4. Lucina's honestly not really that good. I wouldn't put her in top 5. You have Peach, you have Daisy. Pichu is people are kind of seen falling off as what they thought was the best character in the game. Definitely still top 5. He's ludicrously powerful. The fact that his Thunder has like 0 lag and he can just spam it like it's Nintendo 64 Pikachu is incredible. And obviously he's got that forward tilt, and that Nair is insane. But obviously Pikachu is also going to be good. Mario is still very good. Dr. Mario even better than he was before, but as always will not be as good as Mario. So you have the fall off of, perennial stay top tiers like, Diddy Kong, Rosalina, and Cloud. Even though Cloud is still serviceable, I don't think you'll be seeing him in top 8s relatively soon. But things are starting to shape up, and I think people should stop sleeping on Snake, especially what we saw in the last couple of tournaments. I will be making a video about that. People said that he had weaknesses when the Invitational came out, and I had no idea what game they were looking at. And he might be the best in the game, honestly. He has the tools and will start dominating, I think, fairly soon. So those are some initial first impressions that I have on the game. It's difficult getting used to the fact that Lucina's jab is absolutely fucking worthless and hurts you if you actually land it, because it does 0 knockback now. Kirby's still fun. Jigglypuff is better, but still kind of useless. I like Pokemon Trainer. Ivysaur, obviously, people have some problems with, but I don't feel like he's too strong, and the results definitely reflect that. I'm enjoying Sheik. Her buffs were nice. The Kirby buffs were nice. Meta Knight's kind of in the middle ground, and I don't see anybody doing anything with him. It'll be interesting to see where the Sonic metagame goes, as well as the Mega Man, which he started off to be really good when the game comes out, and now he's starting to fall off a little bit, but you know, people were really high on Ryu when they saw what the mechanics of this game were going to be, and now people see him as like a low tier possibly. And Rob is apparently really good because of Side Special, and I think that might be a little bit overhyped as well. So there's some things that I think the majority of people are getting wrong about how good some characters may be, but it's mostly just sleeping on some of the greats that really have shown no signs of slowing, such as Wario, Peach, Daisy, and Snake. But yeah, it's glad to be back. Thank you guys for your support and continued subscribage, and I'll see you guys later.